Hi guys, so this is what I got from Ocado this week. The total was £72.80. I get the delivery pass, which is, I want to say it's £4.99 a month, and that's for midweek. So I think it's Tuesday through Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get free delivery. It's not free. You pay £4.99 a month. So I thought I'd just add that. But also I had 2 vouchers. So if you buy Ocado own brand products, and that total would be less at Tesco, they refund you the difference with a little voucher. And I don't think I've mentioned that before. So one reason is because I didn't notice it for a while because it went into my spam inbox in my email. So if you've ordered from Ocado, make sure to check that out. They don't last very long. I want to say they're 2 weeks maybe, the vouchers, so you can kind of add them. What I've been doing is adding them to my next shop. So I had 2 to use, which totaled about £5. So I also took that off. Also, you get refunded for any bags you use. The bag system is really, really helpful on Ocado. The bags are labelled like cupboard, freezer, fridge. And if I'm in a big rush, I'll just quickly put those ones away and leave the cupboard ones, like if we're about to leave. Unfortunately, our road is being closed today, so I had to get this delivered at 7:30, and it was just, yeah, it was early. The poor dog was like startled. He was like, who on earth is here this early? But anyway, I have got a meal plan to show you. I will also say that quite a lot of the meat was left over from last week. We're still kind of getting over some sicknesses and stuff, and our appetites aren't massive. So I'll just take you through the meal plan anyway. So this we actually ended up having last night. The homemade nuggets and chips was from last week and we didn't eat it, and so I put the chicken in the freezer, so I'll just have to defrost that and make that. Turkey spag bowl again. We did have it. I know this was on last week's meal plan, but we did have it, but they just love it, so we're gonna have it again. The stir-fry deal is from Tesco's. It's the £5 stir-fry deal. I was thinking of doing the one from Ocado, M&S. It's £8. And I just think I'm going to be popping into Tesco. I'd much rather just save my money and do the £5 one. The chicken thighs and rice and veg. Again, the chicken thighs we had from last week and we just didn't eat, and so I've put them in the freezer. Homemade pizzas and salad. I've had to buy everything for that today, apart from pizza sauce because I had one in the pantry. Cottage pie and veg, I had to buy everything for that. So this is a little list of what I had to get from Tesco's, which I did get yesterday. I couldn't believe it, but the Tesco shop was like over £40. It was insane. I literally got one bag worth of stuff. It was kind of crazy. It was like we ran out of bread and milk and ham for sandwiches, and yeah, it was pretty much that and toilet roll and things like a few things like that. And I just couldn't believe it. I thought it'd be like 20 quid, but things are crazy, aren't they? So anyway, this is just to show you that really 1, 2, 3. I've only bought for 3 meals. The other thing I will mention is we bought a new toasty maker because we went to a really cool cafe, gaming cafe, where you play board games, card games, and the kids loved it. Anyway, they had toasties, and my eldest, my husband, like everyone had a toast. I didn't actually, but everyone had a toasty, and I was like, that would be a great lunch now that it's getting colder, especially if I make soup or something as well. So anyway, we bought a little toasty maker. I got the cheapest one on Amazon, and it's like pretty tiny, so it's meant to fit 2 sandwiches. Anyway, you fit like 1.5 through the whole thing. But anyway, they loved that. We had some yesterday, so with that in mind, I did buy some extra things for the toasty maker. But today I actually got my receipt up, so hopefully I can actually tell you what everything cost. So first of all, the Ocado strawberries were £2.50. I think they're really good quality. They last really good. I've never had any issue with that. The Hovis Best of Both was reduced to £1.10. The iceberg lettuce was 90p. That seems expensive to me. It was M&S. Yeah. And then I actually bought mushrooms from Tesco, I want to say. So I should have got rid of these, but it doesn't matter. Because I've been having because I've not been, I don't know what's going on, but because I've not been super hungry, I've been eating brunch, and so I have some bacon, mushrooms, beans. So these will get eaten up. These were reduced to 90p. And then the broccoli hidden behind here was 82. This is one thing I hate when you do online shopping. Well, if I was in Tesco's, I would pick the largest one. So that's something that's a bit frustrating. The 70/30 bread was 75. And obviously I've got two breads because we've got that toasty maker. And then the turkey thigh mince. Again, it's really nice with the turkey mince, just doesn't really have much fat naturally. That was £4. Sorry, my thing keeps going off. And then the chicken breast fillet. Now, this is what I was going to say. I don't need any chicken for my meals. This is purely, I'm going to cook this up, store it for the toasties. Because my daughter had a chicken cheese one. My husband will want a chicken barbecue one. And then the beef mince was £3.25. And then I got some white potatoes. What did I get them for? The cottage pie. The bag of white potatoes, it's 1 kilogram, was £1. That's Ocado own brand. And the Ocado courgettes were £1.39. Then I got 2 4-pint milks. They were £1.65 each. And the brown onions, which are hidden there, they were 95p. Then I've been trying to eat just some better stuff, be a bit healthier. So I got myself these Kefir strawberry yogurts again, and these are really expensive. These were £2.60. So I am going to see if somewhere else does a cheaper Kefir yogurt, maybe Home Bargains or something. Sometimes they have little things like that. So they were £2.60. And then the Dairy Milk flake yogurts, they're never usually on offer on Ocado, but they were 90p. 90p each, so I got 5. That's £4.50. The Greek yogurt this is for my homemade pizza dough, that was £1.10. And the bacon rashers were £1.70. And then the kids love the corner yogurts, but they are £4 a pack at the moment. So instead I got these Paw Patrol ones, which were £1.20. And my little boy is obsessed with Mario at the moment, so I kind of was couldn't resist getting these little Actimel. And he really likes banana, so I think he's going to love these. These are strawberry and banana Actimel, and they were £2. Then I got some mozzarella to go in sandwiches. I actually got cheese yesterday from Tesco, because I thought it'd be cheaper as well, but I just didn't think I got enough for the pizza and for sandwiches. So I just got some grated mozzarella for £2.90. Again, that seems really expensive, but it saves quite a lot of time when it's grated and I don't have to slice it. Okay, I got so many snacks for my husband because he keeps complaining that he's hungry all the time. So I'll just take you through. I got the Sensations were on offer, 2 for £3.50, so they work out as £1.75 each, and they're quite big bags. So I got them for him. Then the kids are obsessed with this Waffle House that we go to, and obviously it's really expensive. So what I did last week is I went into Tesco. We walked past it basically with my son after his gymnastics, and I said, let's just go into Tesco's and you can pick everything you want on your waffle. So we did, you got ice cream and all the rest of it. So this is kind of like for a treat. So I just got 8, they are way cheaper in Tesco's actually, but 8 toasting waffles, and I'll just put all the toppings that we still have, because I got like a big tub of ice cream, put them all on top with some chocolate spread and things. They were £1.50, so they were on offer. And then again, these are for my husband, so I got him the 8 ultimate salted caramel tea cakes, and then I also got the coconut balls. The tea cakes were £2, so I imagine the coconut balls were the same price. And then I just got ready salted and cheese and onion, like a 6-pack of crisps. They were £1 each. Yeah, the snowballs as well, they were £2. And then I got these little packs for the kids to try. They were £1, and you get, how many packs do you get? 5 packs in there, little biscuits. And then I got triple biscuits for my husband, like pack of M&S extra creams. And then also he got 2 packs of jam sandwich creams. The plain flour is for the pizzas and other things as well, and that was 75p. The malted wheats are for my husband, they were £1.20. Then I got the jellies for my 8-year-old, he's obsessed with these. They are £3 for a 6-pack. I got these for my daughter again, because she absolutely like loves them, and they're £1.90. They're a bit of a treat as well. The pickup bars are for my 8-year-old as well, really, and they were reduced to £1.25 from £2. Then baked beans, they were 84p each. No, they weren't. They were 42p each. They were 84p together. They're going to be for toasties and things. Like I said, if I have that brunch. Then we also got the whole wheat spaghetti again for the bolognese. That was 75p. My 6-year-old didn't really like it, so I think I'm going to have to... I've got some leftover tagliatelle from something else, and I think I'll just use a bit of that for him, because he really didn't like it. Everyone else loved the whole wheat, and so I want to keep doing it, but he just wasn't super into it. And then I got some basil and ricotta pesto for my husband and my daughter if they have like a tomato, chicken and pesto toasty. I thought that sounded really nice. Big thing of pasta sauce for the bolognese, and chopped tomatoes for... What's the chopped tomatoes for? For the cottage pie. So when I make my cottage pie, I use chopped tomatoes and then like gravy granules with stock as the sauce. And then I did 2 little sweet corns, just because our freezer is quite packed with all the meat that I have frozen. I really need some more veg, but I'm like struggling to fit it in. I prefer to use frozen veg. Because if it gets forgotten, it doesn't matter. Like I don't really like wasting veg. So I did get broccoli and like courgette, and we have some peppers, onions, that kind of thing, mushrooms. But for like the bulk green veg, I just use frozen. So we kind of need to use some of that meat up so that I can buy some more. But that is everything, and like I said, it came to £72.23. I think I said £72.80, but yeah, £72.23 for this shop. And like I said, I did spend about £40 in Tesco's, so overall, and if I do get more frozen veg, you know, 45 probably. So overall, it's about £115–120 this week on food shopping. Hopefully it lasts the week, as I always say. But thanks so much for watching. Sorry, this is a bit more of a chatty one. I thought it might be helpful if you actually saw the prices of things as a comparison. I don't know if I'm worthy of a voucher this week. I need to wait and see with my emails. It doesn't always come the same day, and then if I am, I will use that next week. I also didn't give any of my bags back today. I just totally forgot. So what I do is save the bags from the week before, and just give them the bags, and then you get 10p off for every bag you return. So I know I have a big stack of bags for next week. So let's say if I had 10 bags to give back, that's £1 off your shop. It's nothing major, but it helps, doesn't it? So it would have been more like £71.23 if I'd remembered to return the bags. But I did get some money off with the vouchers that I had. Also, I will say, on Ocado, there is like a whole vouchers tab, and you have to add it in. It's like coupons, basically. So make sure you look on. And I think if there's an item, it might actually say a price with coupon. So if it says that, you need to go onto the coupons and make sure to add it on if it's something you want to buy. Quite a lot of the time, I find it's like cleaning products and household products rather than food. But if you are buying that kind of thing, I buy all of that at Tesco or Home Bargains because it's cheaper. But if you use a lot of branded products in your household, then it's worth kind of checking it out. But I just thought I'd say that as well. But thanks so much for watching, and see you again next week.